welcome back to Zucchini Sports. I'm Jake Linnell along with my co-host
Zachary LeBlanc
and Brennan Murphy.
Today we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns and how they're going to be doing this year. Zach, how do you think they're going to be doing this year?
All right, I actually am selling really high on the Cleveland Browns. I mean, I look at all the new acquisitions they got. They got Landry, they got Taylor. I think Taylor is a lot better than a bunch of other people do. I think Landry's a top 5 wide receiver. I think they have a good chemistry. I think that defense has a lot of talent on it. And I see them going 8-8 and just barely missing the playoffs. I don't know about you.
I say 5-11, and that's good for them. I mean, they were 0-16. You have to remember that. They've improved a little.
Oh, and I want to add on to mine. If they fire Hugh Jackson, I think they go 10-6. But they're not.
Well, not Taylor. That's probably better 9-7, 6. Hugh Jackson is a huge part of the problem. They're in Cleveland, but they just gave a couple more free agent signings for them later on down the road, and they could be contenders one day.
I just feel like they're almost already contenders. The only good player in that good team in that division is Pittsburgh. The rest of those teams are awful.
Well, they can't beat Pittsburgh.
All right, fine. So minus Pittsburgh, they're going 14-2. No, I don't think they're going to go 14-2.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that like you can't. Those 2 games, that's not going to be the season. You know, they played Baltimore twice. They should beat them. I mean, Baltimore's not a very good team, so they should beat them twice. And I mean, I don't even want to talk about the Bengals. They're awful. You'd be able to beat the Bengals twice, so they already have 4 wins and 2 losses. That's a pretty good record if it continues like that.
Beat the Bengals once or twice. You won't.
They should. No. I'm saying that talented of a team should beat the Bengals twice. The Bengals are awful.
Okay.
Bengals are very bad. I will give you that.
Okay, going on to the next question. That's a follow-up. How, if they do not have a good season this year, when do you think they will have a good season?
Within the next 5 years, probably.
Within the next 5 years, the Browns will be a championship contender. The Browns
will be a contender, not a champ. Well, they will be maybe.
Well, I think Baker Mayfield is a terrific quarterback. I don't like him at all as a person.
They won't have to deal with Tom Brady within the next 5 years.
That's cool, but I think Baker Mayfield is a terrific quarterback. I don't know about I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be great though. So although the contender, yeah, maybe they'll be a contender. I don't think they'll win a champion. I feel like I said they'd be a contender, but I mean like a low-level contender who might do well. I think they'll be stuck between that 9-7 and 10-6 range for a while because I feel like Baker Mayfield, yeah, he'll get you a couple wins, but he's not going to be Tom Brady. He's not going to be.
You also have Tyrod. You also have Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, in 5 years, Tyrod Taylor's not going to be your starting quarterback. If Tyrod Taylor's your starting quarterback in 5 years, you're not a contender at all. But
that depends how good Baker does. I mean,
if Baker doesn't do well, then you're not a contender at all. I'm not calling him a contender if they don't have Baker.
In my opinion, he wasn't even the best quarterback in that draft.
No, I'm not saying he was, but I'm just saying Baker Mayfield, they made a choice. They said Baker Mayfield was their quarterback of the future by taking him. Now, they've also said that with Johnny Manziel and all the other awful picks they've taken.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield is your starting quarterback of the future for the Browns right now. So if he does poorly, you're just going to go another 10 years with them being a sucky team, and they'll be awful. But I think that Baker Mayfield is going to turn into a half-decent quarterback, and if they can get some better players around him, then yeah, maybe they'll do decent. And they'll be a 6 seed or a 4 seed or a 5 seed, something like that.
Let's just say that Tom Brady and Ben Roethlisberger were to retire within the next 5 years. What would happen?
Oh, I'd say within the next 2 or 3 years, they don't.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they won't be.
I think Big Ben might retire before Brady.
Yeah, I think if you get rid of Brady, if you get rid of all the quarterbacks right now who are currently over the age of 30, the Browns still do not become a Super Bowl contender at all. Like, they're a playoff contender, not a Super Bowl contender.
Well, they might reach that, depending on if they get some free agent signings.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many other young quarterbacks right now.
What about Le'Veon Bell? Maybe Le'Veon Bell's an option for them.
Well, that's going too high. But let's just put it this way: the Browns, they're getting better, but they're not there yet. So I think that we can agree on that, right?
Okay,
they're going to be a lot better than they were. Because they can't get worse.
Yeah, no.
As things are starting to heat up right now, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll see you guys back here at Zucchini Sports. I'm Jake Linnell, along with my co-host
Zachary LeBlanc
and Brennan Murphy.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon.